Hi everyone, this is Greenbolt and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. The PS4 Pro is now out and there were a few things I wish I knew during the setup. So today we're going through the top 5 tips and tricks for the Pro. With this list we'll be going through the most annoying things I wish I knew right from the start of setting up the Pro. So let's not waste any time and jump straight into number 5, HDR and why the fuck it doesn't work. So you just bought your shiny new 4K TV and was told it had all the bells and whistles, only to find out after plugging it in it can only support up to 2160p YUV 420. After countless hours of googling, to enable 2160p RGB, that's the one setting above the YUV 420, you need to make sure your Pro is actually plugged through the HDMI MHL port on your TV. What I found was when I did it the first time around I was slightly annoyed as I wasn't told what port to plug it through, but found out plugging it through the MHL port I was able to get the full range of 4K goodness. Also note that this could be called something different on other models of 4K displays. To verify this I would recommend you go through your video settings on your Pro just to verify the RGB options available and then just set it back to automatic. Moving on to number 4, really have I to re-download all my data? The most annoying thing I thought I would have to do is to re-download my entire games library back onto my Pro. However, Sony has delivered a brilliant feature that will allow you to transfer content from your PS4 using a network cable onto your Pro. So don't sell your PS4 just yet, not till you get this done. The option will be available for the first time you boot up your PS4 Pro. However, you can postpone this and do this at a later time through the system settings. You would have thought they would have included a network cable, especially for a Pro console, but sadly Sony has not included a network cable with the PS4 Pro, so you might have to find one lying around somewhere. Now moving on to number 3, my video looks grainy as hell. Is this actually 4K? When viewing videos for the first time, after doing your transfers etc, you might notice the videos look distorted or grainy. What I found was you need to update YouTube and Netflix in order to get the 4K options available. Also be aware, in this area you can update a certain number of applications at a time. What I tend to find was YouTube and Netflix were at the bottom of the list where the actual games were updating. So you probably want to pause those games and do Netflix and do YouTube first, so you can watch some content while your updates are running in the background. Ever edging to number 1, we're now doing number 2, lightning fast net speeds. One of the biggest changes that came with the PS4 Pro was the 5GHz antenna Wi-Fi card built into the unit. These days, most modern routers run 5GHz and you'll need to make sure your router has this enabled. If you transferred your settings across from the PS4 Pro, then it's most likely going to be using the piss poor 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi signal. Simply switch over to the 5GHz network and then run a speed test. From my personal test, what I tend to find was I was normally getting about 30 megabits per second. That's now been up to 60, sometimes 90, with an upload speed of 250 kilobytes now been up to 5 megabytes per second. So you can pretty much run any game online. Finally reaching number 1, get a HDMI switch if you've got 4K HDR and PSVR. So you now have a 4K TV, you might even be fortunate to own PSVR, and then you think, great, everything's going to be rosy. How wrong you are. What you'll find is if you plug your PS4 Pro into your PlayStation VR unit, then you'll lose the ability of viewing HDR content. To get around this, what you'll then need to do is purchase an additional piece of equipment, a 4K HDR switch, which you can find on Amazon. I've included some links in the description, but if you do have any suggestions or ideas where you can purchase cheaper ones, please put that in the comments and share and distribute. So if you think I missed anything major off this list, feel free to comment in the comment section below, and also feel free to subscribe, share my content. I will be making more top 5 tips and tricks, and also be probably doing some reviews, that kind of stuff. I haven't actually locked down what I want to do for the content on this channel, but if you've got any suggestions, also mention that in the comments. Once again, thanks for your time. Peace.